now that the soft topper is removed and ready for storage, let's see what phase 2 really is.
What's up, Lite Brite Nation?
What's going on, Lite Brite Nation? We are back from Hawaii.
Which means we're back with jelly bellies.
We got the jelly bellies.
Guys, so we're back from Hawaii. We are officially back on the mainland, back home, which means it's time to continue the foster child build. Phase 2.0. Because there's going to be different parts of phase 2.
Did you get the stick?
It's such a tiny stick.
It is a little tiny
That's
stick.
what she said. All right.
Oh, no. All right, so a ton of you guys love the soft topper. They actually had a great response. Lots of people actually going and picking them up for their own trucks, whether it be Gladiators or Rams or Fords or whatever, because they make them for all that. Now, this thing's actually worked out great. It's been watertight. We've been through some rainstorms. You can see it's perfectly held up to the wind. We actually had it backwards on the trailer. Probably shouldn't do that, although there was no issue. But we
It held up totally fine.
So as far as wind, all that goes, it's been on the back. We've been on the highway 80 miles an hour. No issues at all. Still super tight. But we did tell you guys we had something else in mind. So we are going to show you how easy it is to remove this, to add the other thing that we have in mind that we're not going to tell you about till we install it. But don't worry about it, because this, as it comes off, we will put into storage, and whoever wins the Gladiator will also have it along with what's about to go on here. So
we're gonna save it for you guys.
yeah. No, so don't worry. If you like it, you're still gonna get it. If you don't like it, well,
Well, if you don't like it, I guess you could give it to a friend. Pass it forward.
yeah. So it's super duper simple. You literally unhook these clips,
Unsnap everything.
unsnap everything, and
Ta-da!
boom, right? So then it's down, and if you're like, well, I need the extra room, I need to take it out, yada, 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 all you gotta do is undo that little clip, that pops off of there like that. You ready? You watching this?
Yeah.
Whoop. Look at that.
That's it.
That's it.
Then the whole thing comes off.
Literally the whole thing comes up and off.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! It is ready for storage.
Well, we're gonna put the cover on it, then store it. Right?
Oh, are we gonna put the cover on it for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not okay.
We'll put the cover on it. So the soft topper does come with the cover. So when it's stored or stowed in the bed, you can add the cover, and then when you remove it for whatever reason to put it away, I'll show you how easy you put the cover on. It literally just slides right on like so. Look at that.
Look at that.
So the cover goes on, and then it's got these cool straps. So you just pull the cover up from underneath, fold it down, then you have these straps that literally just snap in like so.
And you can see we are choosing to keep our bar and everything attached. That way, when you're ready to put it back on, you literally just, you can just snap it back on.
Yep.
It's actually pretty easy.
And like so. Check that out.
Ta-da!
Oh.
Now you can also be a little more, if you're more meticulous in terms of the sides, but we'll get to that later. This is just to kind of showcase you guys that
There you go.
so far super easy, and there's only one thing left at this point. Typically, all you have to do is remove this and you're good to go, because then it goes back on super quick, super easy whenever you need it. However, for this application, we are actually going to remove these rails right here, which is also
super easy. All right, so that's it for the rails. It's literally 2 bolts on each side and the rails come off. Now, we just removed that soft topper completely, and removing the rails, I'm betting most of you know what this foster child 2.0 is gonna be, what the next step is. But how many of you can guess where we're at and what exactly we're putting on here? So
guess in the comments.
You gotta guess in the comments.
Right now.
Right now before we
Don't
show you
cheat.
Yeah, so I wanna see who knows us the best.
Who's been following along?
Yes.
And while you guys are continuing to guess, keep in mind that the soft topper is available not just for a Jeep Gladiator, but just about every make and model of truck that they have out there. It's super rad. It's super easy to install. It's super easy to fold down. It's super easily to completely take off. It's so modular and like just easy in general.
I'm actually thinking about putting it on our Ram because we have the gooseneck, but it can be folded down. But that way when we disconnect the trailer, boom, instant topper.
I don't know. Anyways, guys.
Now that the soft topper is removed and ready for storage, and you guys have made all your guesses, let's see what phase 2 really is.
Do 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 do. Da. Ta-da! Get him, Jelly. Let me introduce you to the one, the only, the world famous American Adventure Lab Mass Bed Rack, which stands for Modular Adaptable Storage System. And this one in particular is equipped with their Atlas tent system. And now you guys might remember that we actually showed you guys this at SEMA this year, and it was fantastic. Not only is it equipped with all of your typical modular awesomeness of a lot of bed racks, but the tent system is what's super incredible, and I'll have Kevin demonstrate it for you.
So American Adventure Lab designed this Atlas tent system so that it pivots so you don't have to worry about leveling out your Jeep when you're off-road. Now, we've been out with some people that had rooftop tents, and they spent 15-20 minutes
just trying to find a place to park,
trying to find flat ground. They're like, oh, it's 4 degrees this way. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. Now, of course, right now there's no tent on here. That's coming later. We're not going to just send you guys out without a tent. But,
or ourselves out in Alaska.
Right. And being that there's no tent on here, it's a little harder to work, but let me show you exactly what I mean by rotating. So if the Jeep's off a little bit,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because it pivots. It pivots one way, it pivots the other way. And
it pivots to allow you to have your tent level without having to worry about having the Jeep level.
Right. And even if it's front or down, you have legs, so you can raise it, lower it, tilt it, and that sets you up. You can literally park just on kind of any ground, level it out, and you're
without
good to
worry
go.
about Kevin rolling into me and suffocating me
Right.
overnight.
And then the other cool part is this is actually the tall version of their mass system. They're gonna have 3 different versions. They're gonna have a low, medium, and high. Now this one you see runs just above the roof line, and that's so you can run something extremely long. If you run canoes, kayaks, any kind of long
bicycles, skis, snowboards.
Right. So that sits
just
up
high
above
enough
and runs over your roof, where you can also add a roof rack system or whatever. If you're not going to do that, you're not into that, you can get the medium or the low version. They'll all work just fine. This one, we wanted to go with the high version, so that way whoever wins this can add whatever they want to the top, still keep your center of gravity low with your tent literally just above the bed rails of your bed.
Now, Kevin just mentioned it and touched base on it. So another reason we really loved this entire setup from American Adventure Lab is because you've heard us say it multiple times when we're off-roading. The one reason we absolutely do not run a rooftop tent on our Jeep Wrangler, the stepchild, is because of the center of gravity. We've been off-roading with overlanders, and rooftop tents are so awesome, but we've also seen them pull tires and be unable to get up obstacles that make it super sketchy when your center of gravity is so high up on the vehicle, because it makes you really top heavy. Kevin and I fell in love with this system at SEMA because it keeps your center of gravity a lot lower. And not only does it keep your center of gravity lower, which means you can have more fun off-road, but it also still allows for plenty of storage space underneath the tent and on top of the tent. Again, like Kevin said, canoes, snowboards, skis, kayaks, on bicycles, whatever other hobby you might have, you can still enjoy it in this Gladiator. Now, it's pretty cool, at least for us, maybe not so much for you guys just this moment, but this bed rack system and tent system is actually a pre-production model. Now, what's really cool about that for us is it means that we get to help American Adventure Lab improve on this bad boy. We get to test it out, see where it's awesome, where it might not be so awesome, and how we can improve it so that when it comes to final production, it'll be freaking incredible for all of you guys.
So now part of this whole mast system are all these holes that you see all over it, and that's what makes it modular. So you have these single studs right here, these little clip guys. You literally just insert it, turn it, you're good to go. So here you can add them wherever you need to be able to secure whatever you want on here. They even have a hook version, which is kind of neat. And it's literally just set up with a little spring and little clips. And it just goes in like so. And now you got hooks if you need to hang stuff, do whatever you need to do.
So you have not just the single stud tie downs, you also have hooks.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
So this is a pre-production unit right now. You can actually see right here how it's recessed. This is 3D printed. Now this is gonna sit right in here and it's gonna locate. And so you can actually go either way with it. Did you just drop my piece that I needed, Brittany?
I did. I tried to grab it and be helpful and I totally dropped it.
So what happens is it'll come in here like this and it actually pretty much locks into place. That's what the little
recess
portion is for. And then you have a backing plate, which is gonna come on the back side here. You have the screw and the
lock
nut,
it into place. So for your shovels, your high lifts,
anything actually that you want. Now, these are also pre-production. What they're talking about doing is making these and having them slotted. So then you'd stick something in here, it'd be bigger, and you would have like a Velcro strap to come around and seal it. So this is a bigger version. Here's a smaller version. The same thing. It's going to sit anywhere on here. So this really is as modular as it gets. And you can play Legos however you want.
Literally an infinite amount of different configurations.
Yep. So now keep in mind, this is still pre-production. So we're actually super excited we get to test this out for American Adventure Lab and anybody else who's interested in this. And as soon as it's available, we're gonna let you guys know on the channel as well.
All right, you guys, and believe it or not, that's it for phase 2.
Yeah, so don't worry. I know it looks super naked right now, but we're gonna start accessorizing it. You know, we need fuel, we need water, we need ways to cut into things.
Recover ourselves,
yeah,
we?
So it looks a little naked right now, but don't worry.
Not for very long. Again, it's just phase 2. And of course, as for an installation video, because obviously we didn't show you how to install this, and we didn't because it's still pre-production. So as the production model comes out, don't worry, American Adventure Labs is actually going to come out with a super awesome, in-depth installation video, or we might even help them do it if we need to. But guys, we love you so much. Thank you for watching. That's it.
I was gonna say, it was actually pretty easy, the install part of it. The only thing you need that you might not have if you have a Sport or Sport S is the
utility rails.
The utility rails in the bed is the only thing that you need. So it's actually not.
If you're not equipped with them already. Guys, we love you. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Remember, you can find all your Lite Brite Nation merch at LiteBriteStudios.com. All of your Lite Brite Nation decals at PixelDecals.com. We love you, and we will see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Ciao, ciao.
Oh, babe.
Babe.
By the way.
What?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Forgot it was Valentine's Day. High fives. Valentine's Day.
High five, Valentine's Day.
That's what you get. Well, you get that and you get a bed rack for the cat.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I'd kiss you, but you have herpes.
Oh my god.
Brittany got sunburned in Hawaii.
I had a fever blister on
And
my
she got, and then her lip got like
herpes.
got fever blister. Her forehead looked like she was a cave woman. Like it was all like pronounced, like it was all swollen.
You could definitely tell on the manta ray dive that I was not.
Yeah. She like woke up in the morning, she was putting makeup on. I was like, what the hell is wrong with your forehead?
Freaked out.
I was like, you look like a caveman.
He woke up and he turned and he was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Jerk.
You look like a Neanderthal.
It was so bad.
Test her light, watch Lite Brite.
Yeah.
Layla.
Who's that, Layla?
Jelly. Oh, you almost got a tail. Brittany, why are you eating like that? you on TV?
I know it's so good.
Say please. Layla, come flip. Come on.
Let's go flip.
Come flip. Come here.
Let's go flip.
Come here. Okay, ready? 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 Ta-da!
Cheese.
Ta-da!
Ta-da.
WWE.
Say ta-da. Ta-da.